All right, hello everyone. So this is the next unit 2. After we did some activities in class, so today it is our online class. So today topics we are going to talk about two mainly things. The first one is reading and vocabulary, getting meaning from context, which are prefixes, root, and suffixes. And another one is about writing skill, that is brainstorming. So first, reading and vocabulary. So I put the two together in one topic. So last chapter, we learned about how to get the main idea, topic, sentence, and supporting ideas, right? So for this unit, it is necessary for readers to understand the meaning of the text. And of course, we cannot get the meaning based on the literal meaning or based on the dictionary. So it is important for us to be able to guess the meaning. So we're gonna talk about prefixes and suffixes. From the lesson on page 33, that is getting meaning from context. So let me clarify what context is. Context is the environment or the words which are around the unknown vocabulary. For example, as you can see here, the word joyful, it is in a bold-faced word. So suppose joyful is an unknown word that you don't know the meaning. So you need to guess what joyful is. So you can see the context from the content here. It was a joyful celebration. Everyone was very happy. So we can get the meaning from the context. Everyone was very happy. So it means positive, right? So joyful means something very happy. So this is the way we get the meaning from context. However, we do not get the exact meaning or we do not get 100% correctly based on dictionary. And then let's take a look at another sentence. The unknown word is danger. Danger. Of course, we know what danger is, right? But this is just only example. The red sign told me that there was danger and some possibility of injury. So the context is at the end of the sentence. Danger and some possibility of injury. So it means what? Injured. If you do not know the meaning of the word injury, so you will get nothing. You cannot define or you cannot guess what danger is. See, you can see the importance of knowing vocabulary. So even though you don't know the meaning of danger, also you don't know the meaning of injury, you cannot guess the meaning of the word. So vocabulary bank is really necessary for you. Vocabulary background is really necessary for you. So back to this sentence. The red sign told me that there was danger and some possibility of injury. Injury means getting hurt. So it means negative, right? So it is something hurt, something pain, something like being a victim. So this part is the context clue. So we can guess the meaning of the word danger as something hurt, something not safe, something pain, for example. And then let's take a look at the conclusion from this lesson from page 33. From the context, you can understand the word joyful means very happy. And from the example, you can understand that danger means a chance that someone might get hurt. For the meaning of danger mentioned here, it is kind of definition based on dictionary, but as when you are reading, you cannot open an online dictionary, you cannot use mobile phone, you cannot use Google Translate. So only one thing that you can do is to guess. All right, to guess. So again, if you don't know the meaning of the other words in the context, it means nothing, means zero. So right here, again, context clues are hints, hints or keys found within a sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meanings of new or unfamiliar words. All right, this is reading technique, getting meaning from guessing the meaning from the context. Here, this is the exercise from the book. So now let's take a look at what context is. So you can see the example which is done already in number 1. The unknown word is the bold word right here. See, there are variety, nature, rope, uniforms, reliable, and shades. Probably some words you already know the meaning or definition, right? But now let's try to do guessing meaning from context technique. All right. So the first one which is done, even if you have clothes in a variety of different colors, there is always one color that you like more. Even if you have clothes in a variety of different color. So the context is variety of different color. Different means not the same, right? Variety means many. So we can guess the meaning of the word variety is different, is many, is not only one color. This is the meaning that we can guess. But the exact word based on dictionary or synonym can be many, for example. And then you can see another context. There is always one color. So it means that you have many different color, but there is usually one color that you like more. So you need to understand the whole context from the sentence, and then you will get the meaning by guessing the word. All right. Next, number 2. Number 2 is it makes her think of nature. And then hyphen, trees, flowers, and grass. It makes her think of nature, trees, flowers, grass. So we can guess the meaning of nature from what? From which context? From this one. From tree, flowers, and glass. And remember that last week and from the previous lesson, I mentioned about what I mentioned about the punctuation. Punctuation like comma, colon, hyphen, dash, and parentheses, giving you more meaning or more understanding of the context. So hyphen is here, and also context, trees, flowers, and glass are, we can guess it means nature, right? Next one, number 3. University students wear a long black robe when they graduate. So, which context that you can guess? From which context? So, university, where? University student, where? See? Where what? It must be some clothes, right? It can be shirt, it can be skirt, it can be pants, it can be t-shirt. But right here, wear what? Wear robe. So you can guess a robe is something we can wear. What color? Black. And how is it? It is long, a long black robe when they graduate. So it is not a uniform. It is not a student uniform because it is worn in a special occasion, which is graduation ceremony. Right? So it can be a ceremony. Oh, sorry. It can be a cloth for graduation ceremony. Right? So robe here, you can guess it is cloth which is worn in the special occasion, which is graduation ceremony. Number 4. The uniforms worn by police officers are often blue. Here again, the what? The something, and this one worn is from wear. This is past tense. Wear, worn, worn. All right. But this is actually not past tense. It is past participle. It is a passive voice. The uniforms which are worn by police officers are often blue. So it is what? It is uniform. It is clothes, it is dress, which are worn by the police. And color, blue. So here again, uniform, blue, and wear, worn, right? Context. Number 5, people who wear blue are good and reliable. People who wear blue are good and reliable parents and workers. So we learn from your friend's presentation, right, about the color across culture. Blue represent reliability, right? Like the uniform of the police, the military, and also people who wear blue are good. Good here, good, positive. And so it means before and after and when before is positive, after and is also positive. In contrast, if before and here is negative, for example, like bad, of course, after and is negative as well. See? So if you cannot translate it, but you can guess, it should be something good, right? Good parents and good workers. Others can depend on them. Okay, actually, reliable means depend on. You can be depend on. You can trust. All right. And the last one, you can paint your room in a variety of shades of green from light to dark. You can paint your room in a variety of shades from of green from light to dark. So variety here is again, right? Variety means what? Many, right? In a many of shades. But right here, we need to know the meaning of the word shade. So what shade is? It can be light, it can be dark. See? Light to dark. These are shades. Okay. So not just only guessing the meaning from context. There is another vocabulary technique which help you to understand or to guess the meaning of the word from the reading or from the sentence. That is what? That is context clue. There are some types that I'm talking about. The first one is definition description clue. And then example clues, synonym or restatement clue, contrast or antonym, cause and effect. And the last one is the internal clue. And these phrases are keywords for each type for the definition or description clue. For example, like the phrase that is, or it can be like means or like verb to be. And also punctuation marks like commas, dashes, and parentheses that I mentioned earlier. And next one is the clue which shows example. We call example clues. And here are keywords. Actually, there are many more, but I try to guide you with the one which you are familiar with, like such as, for example. Then synonym. Synonym means like the word which has the similar meaning. Similar or same meaning. All right. Contrast. Contrast is opposite to synonym. So antonym is opposite to antonym. All right. Antonym is what is the way showing the contrast, right? Contrast. While there is the word like similar, but this one is what? But, however, although. Then another type is cause and effect clue. Cause, something happened because of what? See? And here are some keys. Because, since, therefore, thus, and so. And another type which is mentioned in Unit 2. But anyway, actually, I already mentioned it in Unit 1, right? Okay. It is what? Internal clue. Internal means inside the word. There's the composition of prefix, suffix, and base word. Okay, prefix, suffix, and base word. So now let's take a look. What suffix is? What suffix is? Suffix is something, I mean the ending part of the word, at the end of the word. All right. For example, color and colorful. Color and colorful. See? Suffix is what? Suffix is FUL. Then experiment, 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 and then experimental, experimental, okay, AL. So this example, mention what? Mention suffix full and all, FUL and AL. Okay, so I think you have heard like joyful, harmful, beautiful, right? And AL, political, national, chemical, medical. All right. So these word, I mean these suffix ending with FUL and AL. You know what function of suffix? Function of suffix is to change part of speech and also give the meaning of the base word as well. All right, so the word color is noun, but once when full is added, it becomes colorful and it's part of speech change from noun to adjective. From experiment, meant is noun. From noun to adjective again, experimental. Experimental. So you can see the function of the word. Color is noun. Added by full, it changes to adjective. Meant is noun. But once at al, it becomes adjective. And there's some more example here, like cheer, cheerful, joy, joyful, education, educational, nation, national. And sometimes suffix can be what? Can be spell. There are spelling changes to noun form. For example, biology. Logi is noun. Ants is noun. Alright. Biological, gical, adjective. CO, financial. Alright, adjective. Okay, and I have some other example for you. Okay, so let's get back to backward to prefix first. A prefix is a letter of or a group of letters added in the beginning of a word and change its meaning. So it is really important. Change meaning of the word. Put or added in the beginning of the word. So it means that when we put this prefix, when we put prefix in front of any base word, it change meaning. Change meaning. For example, satisfy. Satisfy means okay, you are okay with something, satisfied. But once when this is added, this means not or opposite of. So it means what? You do not satisfy or you are not okay. You are not okay. You do not satisfy. It is what? Dissatisfy. Base word is spell. Spell. Spell the word, for example. You spell your name, please. Can you spell your name? All right. And once when the word, prefix miss added, miss has meaning wrong. So it is what? Wrong spelling, right? Wrong spelling. So I misspelling, so it means I spelled wrong name, for example. So there are groups of prefixes in terms of meaning, like an, miss, this, shows opposite. Re means again. Inter means between, like internation, internation. Pre means before, like prefix here, before the word. Non means not, means no. Super, above, over. Sub, under. And anti or anti means against or opposing. So you can see the position of prefix are in the beginning of the word. In contrast, right here, suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of the word to change meaning or grammatical function. Grammatical function and meaning. So back to prefix one. Prefix change only meaning, but suffix meaning can be changed, but not usually 100% grammatical function change. All right, like al, ful, from noun to adjective. And let's take a look at the meaning. The meaning of suffix. All right. For example, ist, the word added at the end of the word with ist usually means a person, one, who, right? Chemist, narcissist, plagiarist. Maybe these words are like too difficult. Let's talk about like dentist, psychologist, scientist, and what else? Pharmacist. All right, ist. And another group of suffix which means person can be like er and or here. Er and or, right? One who and one who. Trainer, protector, narrator. These are er and or. Teacher, translator, dictator, and blah blah blah. All right. So suffix n at the end of the word, which change meaning or grammatical function, but prefix added in the beginning change meaning only. Okay. Suffix, meaning, definition, and some other example. Right here, group of suffix which are verbs ending with ate, n, ify, fi, eyes. So every time that you see the word ends with ate, n, so these suffix, they are what? They are verb here. They are verb here. They all are verb. And then adjective. So these vocabulary in the columns here. And with this suffix, it shows adjective and somehow with meaning change as well. All right, so these are the lesson about getting meaning from context clue, and also from vocabulary skills, prefix, root, and suffixes. And I have homework for you. It's on our Microsoft Team group in the assignment. There are two homework. The first one is guessing meaning from context clue, and another one is prefix and suffix. So you can get the file on Microsoft Team assignment, and please read the instructions carefully, and also please see due of submission. Okay, this is homework. So I'm gonna stop this session with this slide, and the next lesson is about brainstorming, which is helping you in writing skill. Okay,